What's up, world? What's up? How you guys doing? So I'm sure you guys see the title of this video, and to further dive into this topic, I'm going to show you guys pictures of two young ladies. So let's check out these pictures. So the pictures of these two young ladies, one of them appears to be a nicely dressed young lady. She seems to be presentable. She seems to have moral character. As a lot of people would like to say, she's dressed appropriately for a woman. Now, the other one of these young ladies is dressed in a bathing suit. She looks like she has been sexualized. She's over a chair. And she seems to be the typical whore, as a lot of people on the internet and a lot of people in real life would like to say. Now, let's say I had the pleasure of meeting both of these young ladies. One of these young ladies I met at a strip club. The other one of these young ladies I met at a party. I just fucked you up right there, didn't I? Now, one of these young ladies is at a strip club. She is actually a virgin. She's never had sex with a guy before. Now, the reason why she's at the strip club is because, one, her parents suck. Two, she's seeking to get a higher education. And three, this gives her the opportunity to make the money that she needs. Now, the young lady that I met at the club, she's there for pure recreation. She's having drinks. She is fraternizing with random guys. Hell, she even leaves that party with some random guy. See, I'm throwing this curveball at you guys to see if you guys can figure it out. So which one would it be? You don't know. You have no idea. Because attempting to judge these two young ladies based on the way that they're dressed is going to make you look like an idiot. Right? Now, let's dive into it a little bit deeper. The young lady that's sitting on the chair, she's a stripper. She works for a local club in my area. I met her, I started to talk to her, and I realized that she was very highly intelligent. She's actually a sophomore in college. She's actually a virgin with no children. And the only reason that she's stripping is because she's trying to further her education. And this job that she gets, gratifying men, which is not a crime, this job allows her to work a few hours at night, still make a decent living, and still be able to devote the time that she needs to go to college. Now let's talk about that fully dressed young lady, because that's the upstanding citizen, right? Well. I met Miss Upstanding Citizen at a party. Miss Upstanding Citizen, yeah, she got drunk. Miss Upstanding Citizen, she went home with a random stranger. See, Miss Upstanding Citizen would like you to believe that she's the best person ever. And then when you start digging into her closet, you realize that that closet has seen more skeletons than a fucking forensic scientist. But see, the problem is with Miss Upstanding Citizen is that Miss Upstanding Citizen is a Christian. So she believes that she'll be able to party on Saturday night, go home with a random stranger, and then go to church on Sunday and praise hallelujah. And all of her sins will be gone. Very interesting, I might say. say that to say this. Judging someone based on their appearance, judging someone based on the clothes that they wear is damn stupid. Just like the idiots who like to walk around and talk about women, and women who wear their natural hair from women who wear weave. It's the dumbest shit ever. I've even heard people say, well, the majority of blah 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 is this way. Who the fuck has the time or the financial means to run around and see a majority? Who has the time to do that? You tell me. I've heard people say, well, the majority of black women and blah blah blah. Wait a minute. Hold up. Wait. There's 47.5 million African Americans in the United States. Correct? Let's just say that 25 million of those is women, because there's more women than there is men. Correct? So that's just, I couldn't find the exact numbers, but let's just say it's 25 million for the sake of it. What is a majority? Somebody tell me what the fuck a majority is. Go ahead. A majority means more than half, correct? So, if you're correct with your theory, then that means that you have seen, what, 15, 16 million people? If you have the time to do that, if you have met 16 million African American women, black women, then you have more time and you get around faster than Santa Claus, sir. Now, let me tell you this. Let's say I am a feminist, right? Let's say I'm a feminist and my audience is a feminist. Well, if my audience is feminist and all I talk about is feminist activity, then the stories that those feminists are going to send to me are more than likely going to be acts of what? Don't get silent now. No. So if my audience is a bunch of women or a bunch of men who hate something and they agree with the shit that I'm talking about, the stories that they're going to send to me is going to be stories of what? Of the shit that I'm talking about. Because 9 times out of 10, the other people are not going to pay me any attention, so I'm not going to get any other stories. So the stories that I'm going to continuously get from my audience is going to be stories that support my argument, because that's all they want to see. If all I have ever seen in front of my face has always been negative shit, then that's all I'm going to think about. For instance, if every single relationship that I have ever been in, from a woman's perspective, a guy has beaten on me, then now every single relationship that I get into, she's going to expect that a guy's going to beat on her. As a man, if every single relationship that I've ever been in, a woman has cheated on me, now every single woman that I ever date, I'm going to expect this woman to cheat on me. That's just the simple thinking of men and women in these days. I will never be a person that pretends that there aren't issues within cultures and there aren't issues in this world. The fact that 72% of African American households are single parents tells me that there is a disturbing problem. And I think there is a direct reason behind 72% of African American households translating to the crime rates in some of these urban cities, to say the least. But I think as a person that each reason is based on individual characteristics. I also think that a lot of problems that are going on in this world have become generational. We have generational poverty. We have poverty that has lasted for 3 generations and nobody's stepping in to fucking fix it. It continues like an endless plague in some of these families. Some of these families are passing along government-rented homes in Section 8. And nobody's stepping in to break the cycle unless somebody becomes an athlete or an actor or a rapper. And that has to be a change. These parents are raising their children up to go into nothing but entertainment. That's it. And if they fail at entertainment, then, oh, well, I guess. There has to be a teaching. There has to be a thought process of educating yourself so that you have a multitude of opportunities. And that's how you change it. You don't change it by taking a shot at people. Let me ask you a question. Just listen to my statement and then tell me what you think. Listen. You stink, motherfucker. That's why you suck ass. If you got an education, you would be able to get more jobs out here in this world. You should pursue an education and become enlightened so that a multitude of opportunities will come to you. You have a higher chance of getting a great job the more you know. The higher your degree is, the less likely that you will end up on an unemployment line. Now, everything that I said, any sane, rational individual would agree with me. You would say that I'm 110% correct. But for the average individual, the only thing that they would have heard from what I said is the first few statements, and they probably would have tuned me out. The way that messages are being delivered, the way that people are passing across their messaging is wrong. It's wrong. The average individual doesn't take things in this way. Instead, they end up fighting you for the things that you said, even though the things that you said is correct, but it's the way that you put those things. It's not what you say, sometimes it's how you say it. Anyway, man, that is my video for today.